Hello, everybody! Anime Reflux. The first thing you get to hear is my chair squeaking. That's great. I need a new chair. I need a new chair. I need a new computer. I need fucking Christ. Expensive things. So Anime Reflux this week. We don't have Patient because he's doing training for his new job. We don't have Kenshi because I forget why, but he did say so in advance. He did
Yeah,
also
and leave us notes.
he left us notes for this show, which did probably not deserve notes, to be honest with you. So the anime we're doing this week is Legendz with the Z to make it sound cool.
Kenshi only did like 3 minutes worth of notes, so I'm not sure how much he actually watched.
Yeah,
I think he watched all the way to the end, but he only timestamped up to 3 minutes because I think he stopped caring.
yeah, which is fair. Yeah, so he thought I'm just gonna cliff notes the shit that he sent. It looks old, like really, really old, way older than it should. It was made in 2004. There's some weird shit happening and stuff. None of it's really coherent, and he
MC
doesn't
likes
care.
chicks in baseball. I can subscribe to that. Too bad he sucks at both. Also, he has wind powers. Neat. He also states the show's really hard to there's not to it. It's pretty boring, and the product they're seeming to promote is lame. Also, don't know what's happening. Hard pass on this one. I'd rather watch Star Driver again. At least that would make me feel something.
Which, to remind everyone, Ken fucking hated Star Driver. He, like, really
Yep.
did. For whatever reason. Yeah. So, bit of a thumbs down from Kenshi, I guess. I mean, alright, so summary, I guess. The first 2 minutes consist of a weird thing. Like, there's a little army of little dudes, and there's a little dude commander, and they're fighting
Dark
to
Wiz
do
Company
something.
is.
No one cares.
I'll give the summary here, okay?
Alright.
Because I seem to be the only person who I don't care about the show, but I care about at least giving it a correct summary, sort of.
More than it deserves.
So we're
but
introduced to Dark Wiz Company is going in for these particular types of stones that they use for that they base their game off of, which is much. It's like you know how the whole thing with Yu-Gi-Oh is ancient Egypt, like imagine that concept but worse, a lot worse.
Wait, so you actually understood what was happening in the first 3 minutes? Like, I'm
Yes,
I'm not
they're
I'm
trying
not
to find.
I'm not even joking
Yeah.
anymore. The first 3 minutes, I was watching at normal speed. I watched like point 1.5 times, like after about 5 minutes, because I just did not care and just my time was worth more than the show.
Yeah, they're
But
trying to find these original.
yeah, I'm
what
trying to
guessing
make
is
point zero. So the first 3 minutes were basically completely incoherent to me. I did not understand a thing that was going on. So I'm baffled how you managed to actually get something coherent out of it.
So they're looking for these particular.
Where are
types
you
of
getting
stones
this
to
from?
see. I'm getting this from context clues. Thank you very much for these pods things, which can be used to create real monsters in the world, but instead they're mainly basing a game off of it, a children's game, so they can make money. I'm guessing because that's why the show exists, to make money
Really?
and sell this product that you don't want.
I just thought it was like a weird fantasy land and then it transports to the real world or something and
No,
Yeah, we got kind of a chicken or the egg scenario with these crystals because it's like, is it Yu-Gi-Oh where they're real monsters but they made a game out of them as they discover the real ones, or did the
yeah,
real ones exist and then they made a mundane game out of it? I'm not sure.
I don't know exactly. I'm just I'm going off what the show gave me in the first episode.
I'm impressed
And
at your efforts to make a real narrative out of it, but I think you might be drawing a lot from thin air.
so like, oh hey, we found all these things, but we got four missing. And then we cut to this thief who's going around and ends up finding, oh hey, there's three of them, but we're still missing one that'll show up for no reason later on. For literally no reason. And so Thief Lady tries to steal all the three and gets onto a flying motorcycle and escapes, but then all three fly out of her bag because she doesn't actually care about her things, I guess, for a thief. It's actually kind of impressive that you could fail that hard at the one thing you're supposed to be good at.
Apparently a latch is too expensive for her.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You gotta keep that money. Also, all the minions get sucked into the wind vortex thingy, which...
But then they get pushed back out when it explodes, so they're fine. They didn't die, guys.
They also never appear again, and are not really explained in terms of their presence at all. So...
It's Dark Wiz Company. They're the company that makes the game. They work for Pegasus.
Anyway, real world time. There is the
there's
motorbike
an
woman
opening in this show.
Nobody cares.
It-
Nobody cares.
It's really bad and it's really dry and
Yeah.
nothing happens. Mostly just text.
Yep. And motorcycle woman in the sky, and then down to kids playing baseball. Also, it's probably set in New York because I think I saw the Brooklyn Bridge in the opening thing. So, kids playing baseball. One of them shit. His name's Sho, I think. And then there was a girl one that likes the boy that is shit at baseball. And there's a fat one, and there's a one that's Eeyore. And then the one that's shit at baseball ends up being shit at baseball, but the wind gets stronger when he's playing baseball. But it doesn't really help because he's shit. And that was the baseball scene.
All the characters here have nothing interesting about them.
Yep.
There's no actual personality in these characters. It's just templates for characters.
Yep. The only... I was going to say the only, but, you know, credit where it's due, the girl got 2 character traits. 1, she likes the boy, and 2, she takes pictures a lot.
Also,
Way to be
she's
progressive.
Tsundere, who always hits the dumb main character.
She does do that, yeah. She is quite abusive.
That may have happened while I was at the point of fast forwarding the show. So, yeah, glad I didn't miss anything. Then they're going home, and the kid that's shit at baseball sees his dad, talks to his dad. His dad says, "Hey, look at this cool thing I have that I made, but it's kind of shitty and broken. Here, you have it." He's like, "Okay." Next day at school, all the kids have those shitty things, only theirs aren't shit, and they're using them to play a game with holographic monsters, Yu-Gi-Oh style, yada yada. And he's like, "What are you doing? You suck."
Look at my monster werewolf and my monster fire giant.
Hmm.
Really? You couldn't come up with better names than that?
His isn't shit. It's just missing a crystal. Like, it's just like having a PS4 without a game in it.
It's like, I got a DS too. Well, do you have Pokemon in it? No. What do you have it for?
In fairness, that is an entirely valid opinion to have about a DS. Anyway.
Yeah.
So he's like, your stupid game is stupid and you should play baseball instead. And they're like, "No, since you're shit at baseball, you should play this game instead." And he's like, "What the hell is it?" "It's this cool thing. You can buy these cool stones. They're like $29.99 plus VAT. And also, in order to play it, you need these little doohickey things. Talus Pod, I think is what they were called. And they're $59.99.
$39.99. Oh, yeah. $59.99. That's a much more fair price for our product.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
you, child.
that's the base price. That's the shell for playing the game, and then the other ones are like they have a lesser price because they're just the collectibles. Anyway, so he's like, oh, I have one of those. Cool. So how do I do the thing? Oh, you can't because you don't have the collectible stone thingies to do it. Oh, okay. I guess I suck then. Yeah, you suck. Okay. Then
I just looked up the Legendz Talus Pod, $39.90 on eBay.
damn it, Zero was right.
Yeah,
It's a real thing. I didn't know it was a real thing. I didn't want to know it was a real thing.
you can get it in tornado color, volcano color, storm color, earthquake color. Yeah,
I wonder whether they're still being sold, like at
you
retail.
can get their Soldal set containing 3 for $11.90 on eBay. Wow.
I think we get a mysterious meeting at Darkwiz company or whatever, and there's the boss man. He says the thing that we're looking for, the wind thingy, has been found, and then there's a dragon. It's like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr." And they're like, get the thing, okay, and then kids are going home or something, I think, and some people from Darkwiz are like, hey, you should sell us your thing for like $100. And he's like, cool. And then the girl says, isn't this kind of suspicious? And he's like, oh yeah, okay, $1,000, because that's a joke. And then he has second thoughts, and they run away for an extended chase scene that I assume goes on for like 3 or 4 minutes, because I was watching it sped up, and it still somehow managed to drag.
I was watching it at normal speed. It's a long chase scene in which nothing happens, and it's not funny.
Yep.
The show failed to make me even smile. And I know it's targeted towards kids, but it's not the kind of humor that most children would kind of buy into, I feel. It feels like it's trying to be that kind of humor, though.
And by kids, like 5 kids.
Yeah.
What we're talking, like 5, 6 years old.
Honestly, like, I was trying to think, like, yeah, no, this is... I think to find this funny, you have to be a toddler.
Yeah.
Like
a little too old for Blue's Clues, but, you know, right around that age. Yeah. I miss Blue's Clues. Anyway.
Blue's Clues was great.
So, I was actually kind of too old to watch it when it came on in this country, but it was still enjoyable for what it was. It was like 9 or 10.
Had lots of personality.
Anyway, so chase scene ends. They're standing on like a giant M for some reason. I don't know how that happened, but it did.
They end up just climbing up a building because why not?
Because money.
And they corner him and they're like, hey, give us the thing. And he's like, no. And they're like, give us the thing. And they summoned Goblin Monster. And he's like, okay. And he throws the thing and it comes back to him because of wind powers. And he throws the thing again and it comes back to him because of wind powers. And then it somehow summons the gem thingy that he's supposed to have, and it's the wind dragon thingy, and it comes out, and it's actually
it's first, yeah, because he didn't say the secret keyword that you have to say, reborn. He didn't say it, so it didn't work. So remember, kids, when you get your toy, you have to say the word reborn for it to actually work.
I would have thought it would be like Legendz.
No, you don't get that. Reborn. They are Legendz Reborn.
What's the point? Like, if you're not going to use your brand name in the thing that kids are supposed to shout, then what's the point? That's why you have them shouted. It's free advertising. Whatever. So, he doesn't do it because he doesn't know the right word, because he doesn't care. And then he runs down the side of a building because, sure, why not? And then they mock him for not knowing the secret password and tell him the secret password, and then he says it, and then a giant dragon comes out, and it kind of has a cool voice. I like the voice for the dragon, and it also talks a lot of shit, which is kind of nice too, but not enough to actually give the show any credit. So yeah, and then it flies the kid away from the goons, and that's
It fights this giant thing, which is just a massive like brown. It's not even a character design.
yeah. And then fly away, and that's pretty much the episode. Oh, and the girl on the motorcycle was also a teacher, posing as a teacher at school, and then she reveals herself to be the thief on the motorcycle, and then she goes to try and steal the gems, and then she fails, so that all basically amounted to nothing at all.
She gets that job in like a day. I wish.
Yeah, and then she reveals herself in the same day.
Yep, so there was a lot of point in that ruse there. I hate this.
The thing is, she wasn't just dressed as a teacher. She was actually hired as the teacher.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a disguise. Like, she got the job. I'm so confused. Why go through that effort?
I hate this.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
I was having such a good day. I watched JoJo most of the day.
yeah,
really
you watched
good.
JoJo Part 2 and you were pretty happy.
And then I came to this. I shouldn't have watched JoJo today. I should have saved it for, like after this. Like tomorrow, I should have watched it. Just
Hey, there's more JoJo to watch, so
I mean, yeah, but now it's all Japanese people. I like the international flavor for it, but whatever.
and
Anyway,
it's globetrotting in the next part.
we're not talking about JoJo. I just wish I didn't have the big drop of disappointment. That was a lot harder than it needed to be. Anything to say about the show in general?
This show made me watch the first episode of Digimon again, or at least part of it, and I came to the conclusion that both Pokemon and Digimon in the first few minutes of their first episodes have more personality than the entire first episode of this show. It's astonishing just how bad this show is.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't even try.
Yeah, I said it before we started. I was expecting something on the level of like a Yokai Watch. That was like that had jokes, some even funny jokes. Yeah, I
Like,
remember that thing with the
I
weird,
don't personally like the Yokai Watch games,
yeah,
but
okay,
the
whatever.
anime is actually pretty good.
Yeah, like the capsule machine that was in the tree, and it was like telling put a coin in, and
Yeah.
that it just got louder and louder until he just put the fucking coin in. That was funny. But this has no jokes. It has. I don't even know what to call it. It's like attempts at humor, but I don't want to call it jokes because there's no jokes.
You can make a show for kids and not try to bring it down to this level of attempting to get a chuckle out of anybody. Like, it's really bad, and I'm really glad that I used my veto so I could get this.
Did we actually discover how old this cartoon is?
2004.
What? I thought
Yes.
it was from like the 90s.
2004, it looks worse than Digimon. The first season.
2004. It looks about on par with that one. What was it? Yataman. It looks about on par with that, and that was the 70s. So, yeah.
They put no effort into their character designs, so
Oh, also, I like how it's supposed to be set in New York, but all of the character names are Japanese still.
yeah. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's kind of standard. I mean, yeah, it's lazy. It's absolutely lazy, but like, it's anime.
Yeah. I guess lazy is the proper word to describe this whole show.
Why did they choose to go Shin-chan with the anime
Yup.
style? It's terrible. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I was literally thinking Crayon Shin-chan for the entire time watching this. Like, as soon as I saw those cartoon, well, that was all cartoon, but like kids cartoon building things in the intro, that is immediately what I thought of.
Like Shin-Chan is one thing. I haven't watched Shin-Chan, but from my understanding, Shin-Chan works because it's so unique and it fits the setting in the world of what it's going for. This doesn't.
Yeah, you can do that aesthetic and have it look good, in a sense. Like Doug, the Western cartoon Doug, did something very similar. It was very, very simplistic art, like really simplistic and kind of gross looking, but actually it was consistent in a way that let it actually look good on some level.
And it's just not consistent here.
Nope, you get bits that are sketches, bits that are like crayon drawings, bits that are actual anime, kind of, if really, really old anime, and none of it really comes together at all.
Keep in mind with Doug, the character designs were also like uniquely interesting. Like, yeah, they had a low budget or whatever, but they really made it work, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no creativity went into the making of this show.
Nope.
So, I think it's time we...
2004, you know those Yu-Gi-Ohs and shit? And the Pokemans? And those digital mons? They're, like, pretty popular. Let's do that and we'll make a shit ton of money for no effort. No.
Yeah.
At least Yokai Watch put in effort. God.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, since Kenshi's not here, I guess I'll roll for what we got this time.
Alrighty, I got the list up. Patient sent me the updated list. Thank you, Patient. You're cool.
Okay, we got number 9.
It's great looking at Q just on this. It's
We got 9.
3 that are redded out, and then just Queen's Blade is there. Number 9 is I.
Okay.
Which is...
What do we got?
34.
8.
Final assessment of the show, by the way. Don't watch it. Just flat out don't.
Yeah,
don't.
No, there's no point. You are wasting your time. The number that I got was 8, by the way.
Okay. I've heard this name before. So just bear with me, and I will actually link it to you.
I'm at least glad it's not number 1. Because number 1 is I Love My Younger Sister. And it's 2 siblings kissing on the cover, so... Okay, what do we got?
Ikitosen.
Oh. Okay.
Which I don't know whether this is Patient's translation or not, but that apparently translates to Battle Vixens.
7
and
schools.
There are 2 panty shots
that's
on the anime page image.
Yep, we know what we're getting into here, so...
It is absolutely Battle Vixens, by the way. That is the translation.
7 schools are constantly at war with each other, and the students within, both male and female, have become skilled fighters and constantly battle with rival schools. Their lives and fates are guided by strange jewels that contain the spirits and destinies of warriors from the Sangokushi period. One girl, Sansaka Hakufu, has recently moved to Japan and is apparently destined to unite the schools as her counterpart united 7 countries long ago.
Christ.
But like all heroes, there is a darker side to her fate, and as always, there's a constant struggle by those around her to break the chains of their own destinies and make their own lives.
Patient is going to be forced to watch this, right?
Yes.
If no one vetoes it right now, yeah.
Good.
Oh wait, I don't know when his training ends, so depends. Yeah, when it says like the counterpart that united 7 countries, which one are we talking about? Because there's 3 possible candidates that could. I'll find out when we watch it, I suppose.
I'm guessing it's Nobunaga. It's always Nobunaga.
It's pretty sure it's Nobunaga.
Always. Freaking Nobunaga.
And
I did check. It's full-length episode, so.
I mean, it could be Tokugawa, or it could be... God, what was the name of the other one? The middle one. Fuck.
All I know is Lu Bu from Dynasty Warriors. That's all I got.
Different country, but sure.
I'm aware.
I've forgotten his name, but there was a middle one. Basically, way it worked, Nobunaga almost did it and then got betrayed in the middle of doing it. And then his successor tried to invade Korea and failed miserably and got killed for it. And then Tokugawa didn't fuck up, basically. And that was how that turned out. Cliff Notes version.
So, if you want to watch this show in its entirety, you have to watch Ikitosen, Ikitosen Dragon Destiny, Ikitosen Great Guardians, and Ikitosen Extreme Executor.
Executor? Is that about eggs?
They spell it like Xecutor.
You missed out Extravaganza Epoch.
Has no starting name. That's an OVA, Extravaganza Epoch.
And if you want the complete experience, you should get the complete experience. I'm just saying.
Well, in that case, also watch Ikitosen Shigaku Toshi Keppu Roku. And play the game Ikitosen.
Well done, Zero,
Impact.
on pronouncing that one. Good job.
And play the game Ikitosen Eloquent Fist and Ikitosen Shining Dragon.
God damn. Okay. So, I guess we have to watch that because no one's exactly jumping to veto this one. It'll be better than this was.
I see no reason.
It will be better than this was.
It will be better than this was. From what I can gather, it's loosely based on the Chinese classic novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Thanks to Wikipedia.
But it said 7 countries. I'm so confused. It's supposed to be based on Chinese or Japanese. I'm not...
I don't know. I'm scared.
It'll be better than this was. It'll be better than this was. It'll be better than this was. I'm probably going to have to find a different image to put on the video, probably. Just as a thought. Then again, I did do that one that was just the main characters in bikinis, so I don't know whether I really have a leg to stand on when it comes to that sort of... I'll figure it out. So...
I mean, it can't be worse than anything we've seen before.
Valkyrie Drive. Valkyrie Drive.
It can't be worse than that.
It's what I'll be chanting while I'm watching this. Valkyrie Drive. I have survived beyond whatever this is, so it's okay. I'll be fine. Queen's Blade hasn't come up yet, so we're safe. Anything else to say before we close this out?
Well, if this episode has made you want to watch Legendz, please don't. I don't
What's
know
happened?
why.
There might be something wrong with you.
Yeah, I think you need to go to a doctor. So that's my recommendation: is that seek some sort of help.
Bye, everybody. That was a
See ya.
long pause, closing out. Bye, everybody.